Hi, it's been a while since I've done a video, and I am at the cottage for a few days, so I thought this is a perfect time to tap in to see what is necessary, the messages that are necessary for the people who are watching this video. And it is timeless, so whenever you do end up watching this video, it's going to be relevant to you. Sorry for the quality of the camera. I'm using a different laptop instead of my phone to do this particular reading, simply because I am where I am and I'm kind of limited with my resources. And tuning in, I just realized that Spirit wants to send a message about connecting with higher self, or your soul, or your spirit. Whatever it is that you want to call to it, your oversoul, right? Okay, so I'm just going to do the cards. I'm going to go right into the cards. I don't know what's coming up. So let's see what happens here. So I wonder if you have a practice that helps you connect with your higher self. So what they're saying is that it's easier than people actually think. Sometimes we spend too much time thinking about how to connect with our higher selves. Some of us are doing writing, automatic writing, or journaling to connect with your higher self, which is great, really good tools. But sometimes we need an instant connection, right? And that's something that we don't need to set aside time to do. We can connect very instantly with our higher selves, just with the right intention, the right practice. Find what works for you. Some people find it in nature. As soon as you step out into nature, you can connect. But not everybody has access to that. Some of us are looking to come into a new relationship, new partner. I'm not sure if that's going to show flipped on this particular device. Let's see what that means. Maybe it's not a relationship with somebody else. Maybe it's a relationship with your higher self is what we're talking about today. Let's see what happens. Okay, surrender unhealthy relationships. Hopefully this is not flipped. So the theme is relationships right now. Let's take a look and see. I see. Okay. So what they're saying is the surrender to unhealthy relationships, those are what's going to hold you back from connecting with your higher self. So the new partner card that we got first, that is the connection to your higher self, your soul. But it can be very limited depending on the toxic relationships you have in your life. So that's why it's saying surrender the unhealthy relationships. Maybe there's a lot of cords, hooks, ties that connect you with the wrong people, and therefore they're draining your energy, which is resisting or preventing you from connecting to your spirit, your soul. Wow. Ten of Cups. And then Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups, again, new love, new relationships. Maybe this is about relationships for other people. Or maybe what they're saying is that the more you are able to connect with your higher self, detach from the toxins around you, you will attract a new partner. So maybe for some people this is a new partner, because there's 3 cards here to show that it is. And even if you look at the Ten of Cups card, you can see that this woman is surrounded by, it might be family, it might be other people. So connecting with positive people, connecting with people that you love, surrounding yourself with supportive people to help you connect to your higher self. So the archetype of servant has come through. The light attribute of servant is delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. And the shadow is using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. But I'm getting more than that. I'm wondering how many are relationships where you're giving more, you're serving others more than they are serving you. Is there an equal balance of give and take? This goes back to your unhealthy relationships. For some of you, you may not even realize that these relationships are unhealthy, where you tend to be the person who rescues or fixes or offers yourself, your service, you're cooking for them, you're cleaning up their lives for them, you offer them an ear to be heard to your detriment, to the point where you're not getting anything back or it's not quite equivalent. That's not to say that all relationships in life are going to be equivalent. They're not. And that's not really the point, because sometimes there are situations where you need to give more to somebody. They need a little bit more support from you. You may not get it back from them, but the universe will give it to you from somebody else or in other ways. But this is definitely showing me that there are situations where you tend to be giving more of yourself than you are getting back. Yep, there is definitely an ending. There is definitely an ending of certain relationships. And you can see how this person in the water is calling out for help, but this person in the black is just turning away. Now, that's not to say that we don't help people who are in trouble or who need our help, but it's turning away from, again, people who are taking too much of you. You can't fix everybody. You can't help everybody. It's just not possible. At this time, in what's happening in the world, we really need to focus on ourselves first. Fill your own cup before you can fill the cup of others. There's just no other way. In order for us to be sovereign beings, we have to let go of all the toxic situations, all the things that are pulling our energy outward. We need to focus on what's happening inward right here, right now. Yeah, there is no more time. There's no more time to stall the work that you want to do on yourself, the internal work, your spiritual work, and connecting with yourself. There is no more time to stall, be distracted, or put it off. The time is now to turn inward. And they're saying that, again, it doesn't have to be a formal practice for you to turn inward to connect with your higher self. Sometimes even connecting with the sun, the energy of the sun. One practice that I really love doing is, even if you can't sit outside, you can do this from inside, as long as you can see the sun or feel the sun. But for me, I like to sit outside, allow the sun to enter into my crown chakra, go down into the middle of my brain to access the pineal gland and open up the third eye, and then bring that golden energy down, where it's down into your heart, and expand the golden energy into your heart. So then all those light codes that you're receiving from the sun, all the guidance that you're receiving from the sun, the energy, it spreads into the entire body in golden light. And this calms the central nervous system. So if you're feeling anxious, overburdened, wired, or if your inner critic just doesn't want to shut up, just connecting to the sun just for a few minutes every single day will calm this nervous system, will make you feel reconnected. And it makes you more aware of your breath and the connection to the divine. Sometimes grounding is not always sending roots into Mother Earth or walking barefoot in the grass. You can ground by using the energy of the sun. And you'll feel the energy come down into the body. The golden light energy is what they keep saying, that golden light energy, golden light energy. And to honor that you have this golden light energy within you, we're just activating it a little bit more by using the sun. And once you fill yourself up, then you have more to give to others who are able to give back to you, or who you know that do need your services or your help in some ways, but you know that you're going to get it back from somebody else. Not those that keep reeling you in, not those who keep sucking your energy dry. the release of guilt, or having to turn your back, or saying no, building stronger boundaries, politely saying no, or not answering the call, or not responding to the text so quickly. Do so, set aside time. If you have a lot of people who message you or who need you, set aside some time to respond to them, but then you've got your own time to work on yourself and to take care of your own needs. There's no need to feel guilty. There's no need to respond to your inner critic. There's other ways to deal with the inner critic. And then one last card to see the advice from Archangel Michael. Oh, that was fast. This situation is already resolved. And the prayer is, I give my worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this. Give the details of the situation in a divinely perfect way. So if there is a situation that you would like to dissolve, just hand it over to Archangel Michael. Let me say this prayer one more time. I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this situation in a divinely perfect way. The situation is already resolved. So that's it for today at 12:12. Marks this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this serves you well.